listeners, and welcome to our Dark Christmas special. I'm Benson, your host tonight. We're unwrapping a Christmas special that's sure to send shivers down your spine, as only Strange Darkness Radio can do. As the snow falls softly outside and the warm glow of holiday lights fills our homes, we tend to think of Christmas as a time of joy, peace, and goodwill. But beneath the cheerful carols and twinkling tinsel lies a darker side to the Yuletide season. A side steeped in ancient folklore and terrifying traditions. Tonight, we'll journey far beyond the realm of jolly old Saint Nick and his reindeer. We're delving into the shadows of Christmas past, where demonic entities and mischievous spirits roam free. From the icy peaks of the Alps to the sun-drenched hills of Italy and deep into the Greek underworld, we'll explore the chilling tales of creatures that have haunted the holiday season for centuries. You'll meet Krampus, the horned horror who punishes naughty children. We'll introduce you to Frau Perchta, a witch with a penchant for disemboweling the lazy. You'll hear about Befana, Italy's gift-giving witch who flies on a broomstick. And we'll descend into the realm of the Kallikantzaroi, the goblin-like creatures that wreak havoc during the 12 days of Christmas. So, dear listeners, stoke the fire, lock your doors, and prepare yourselves. On this Christmas special, Strange Darkness Radio will be your guide through the eerie underbelly of Christmas traditions. Remember, not all that glitters in the night is Christmas lights, and not every sound on your rooftop is made by reindeer hooves. Welcome to the dark side of Yuletide. Let the haunting begin. Picture this, it's December 5th in the Alpine regions, and while good children eagerly await St. Nicholas, the naughty ones tremble in fear. Why? Because Krampus is on the prowl. This hairy, horned beast with cloven hooves and a long, lolling tongue is Santa's twisted counterpart. His name, derived from the Old High German word Krampen, meaning claw, perfectly suits his terrifying appearance. Krampus doesn't bring gifts, oh no. He carries chains thought to symbolize the binding of the devil by the Christian church. But that's not all, folks. He also wields birch rods and a sack. And let me tell you, this is no jolly sack of toys. It's for stuffing bad children and hauling them off to who knows where. During Krampusnacht, or Krampus night, young men dressed as this nightmarish creature roam the streets, rattling chains and ringing bells, attempting to scare the living daylights out of anyone they encounter. Let's move on to a figure that'll make you want to keep your house spotless and your spinning wheel busy. Meet Frau Perchta, the Alpine goddess turned Christmas nightmare. During the 12 days of Christmas, this two-faced terror roams the countryside. If you've been good, she might leave you a silver coin. But if you've been lazy or wicked, well, let's just say Frau Perchta has a rather gutsy punishment in store. This belly-slitting crone will slice you open, remove your organs, and stuff you full of straw and pebbles. And if that's not enough to keep you on your toes, she's also known to scrape out the eyes of lying children with shards of glass. But don't think Perchta was always this terrifying. Once upon a time, she was known as Perchta, a beautiful goddess who protected women and children. It wasn't until the church sought to suppress pagan traditions that she transformed into the fearsome belly-slitter we know today. Shifting gears to Italy, we have a character who's a bit more benevolent, but no less mysterious. La Befana, the good witch of Christmas, takes flight on her broomstick every January 5th. Legend has it that the three wise men invited her to join their journey to see baby Jesus. But she declined, saying she had too many chores. Now, filled with regret, she flies around the world each Epiphany Eve, leaving gifts for children in hopes of finding the Christ child. Picture this old woman with her tattered clothes and sooty face riding through the night sky on her trusty broomstick. She enters homes through the chimney, leaving sweets and toys for good children, and coal, or these days black rock candy, for the naughty ones. Finally, we travel to Greece, where Christmas isn't just about joy and presents. It's also about surviving the mischievous mayhem of the Kallikantzaroi. These Christmas goblins emerge from the underworld for the 12 days of Christmas, wreaking havoc wherever they go. Imagine a cross between Gollum and an evil goat, and you're on the right track. These small, dark, hairy creatures with goat-like legs spend most of the year underground, sawing at the world tree that holds up our planet. But during the holidays, they surface to cause chaos. They're known to spoil milk, steal cookies, break furniture, and even urinate on flowers. And if you're unlucky enough to dance with them, well, you might just lose your mind. But fear not, for there are ways to protect yourself. Greeks have been known to keep their hearth fires burning throughout the holiday season, as these creatures fear light and fire. They also place colanders on doorsteps, knowing that these dim-witted goblins can't count past 3 and will spend all night trying to count the holes. So there you have it, folks. 4 terrifying Christmas creatures that'll make you appreciate good old Santa Claus a whole lot more. Remember, be good, keep your house clean, and whatever you do, don't dance with any goblins this holiday season. Now, let's bring this Strange Darkness Radio Christmas special to a close with our unique twist on A Christmas Carol, presented in true Strange Darkness Radio style. 'Twas the night before St. Nicholas Day, when all through the Alpine towns not a creature was stirring, save for a beast making its rounds. With horns on his head and chains at his feet, Krampus was coming, the naughty to meet. This demonic figure, with cloven hooves and shaggy fur, seeks out misbehaving children, of this we can be sure. While St. Nicholas rewards the good with gifts so sweet, Krampus punishes the wicked, a terrifying feat. With a sack on his back and a bundle of birch, he swats at the naughty, leaving parents in the lurch. Some say he drowns them, others claim he eats, but all agree with Krampus, there are no retreats. So children beware, on Krampusnacht Eve, for the Christmas devil may come, no time to grieve. Lock your doors, keep the fire burning bright, or Krampus might visit you this very night. As the 12 days of Christmas unfold in the night, another figure emerges, causing such fright. For Perchta, the crone, with an iron-beaked nose, judges the lazy and those who oppose. With rags for her clothes and a knife 'neath her skirt, she enters homes silently, her intentions to hurt. For those who've not finished their spinning and chores, a gruesome fate awaits behind closed doors. She slits open bellies, removes organs with glee, replacing them with straw and pebbles, you see. But for the diligent and good, a silver coin she'll leave, a reward for those who in hard work believe. Some say she flies with lost souls through the sky, leading the wild hunt as the wind whistles by. So keep your home tidy and your work up to date, or Frau Perchta's visit might seal your fate. In Italy's Folklore, a different tale is told of La Befana, a witch both kind and bold. On Epiphany Eve, she takes to the sky, searching for the Christ child, never asking why. With a broom in hand and treats in her sack, she visits all children, cutting no slack. For the good ones, sweet candy she'll bestow, while the naughty receive coal, dark as crow. Legend says she once refused the Magi's invite to seek the newborn Jesus on that holy night. Regretting her choice, she now searches each year, leaving gifts for all children, far and near. So hang up your stockings and leave her some bread for La Befana's blessings upon your head. A witch she may be, but her heart is pure gold, bringing joy to children both young and old. In Greece, a mischievous tale is spun of goblins who emerge when Christmas has begun. Kallikantzaroi, they're called, these impish beings wreaking havoc and chaos beyond human seeing. From underground they come on Christmas Day, tormenting households in every which way. They steal food, make messes, and play nasty tricks until Epiphany sends them back to their crypts. To ward off these creatures, Greeks have their ways, keeping fires burning bright for 12 days, colanders on doorsteps, a clever disguise. For these simple goblins can't count past 2, surprise. So if you hear rumbling or things go amiss during the 12 days of Yuletide bliss, remember the Kallikantzaroi might be about, and keep your wits sharp till Epiphany rings out. Thank you for listening to Bobby's version of A Christmas Carol. Strange Darkness Radio's style. As our Christmas special comes to a close, and the last echoes of our dark tales dissipate into the night, we find ourselves at the end of our journey through the dark side of Yuletide. We've traversed the shadowy realms of Christmas folklore, encountering entities that are far removed from the jolly holiday cheer we're accustomed to, from the terrifying Krampus with his chains and birch branches, to the belly-slitting Frau Perchta and the twisted La Befana and the mischievous Kallikantzaroi. We've seen that the holiday season holds as much mystery and fear as it does joy and celebration. As you return to your festive preparations, perhaps you'll look at your Christmas traditions with new eyes. The next time you hear an unexpected noise on Christmas Eve, or feel a chill run down your spine despite the warmth of your fireplace, remember the stories we've shared tonight. These tales remind us that the winter solstice has long been a time when the veil between worlds grows thin, allowing the supernatural to creep into our reality. They serve as a testament to the rich tapestry of human belief and the enduring power of folklore to captivate and terrify us. And so, dear listeners, our tale comes to an end. But before we part, I'd like to take a moment to thank you all for an amazing year of listening to Strange Darkness Radio. From our host, Bobby Washington, Amy Tydeman, and Carolyn Grey, we wish you a beautiful Christmas and an incredible new year. Strange Darkness Radio will be back in 2025 with an amazing year of paranormal and ghostly stories that will chill you to the bone. Stay safe, and we'll see you next year. Until then, may your holidays be merry and just a little bit strange.